While the general consensus used to be that gachas have to keep their main characters relatively weak compared to other units in order to incentivize the sales of these other units, both Harmony MC in Honkai Star Rail and Havoc MC in Wuthering Waves pretty much broke that mold by being meta picks. That said, Rover's Spectro form, while generally ignored by most people in favor of the edgy, one-winged, scythe-wielding Havoc version, happens to be my favorite character in the game from a gameplay perspective by far. His fast attacks, him having a timed combo, the low cooldown on his resonance skill, the speed at which he builds energy both for himself and his teammates, and also how fast he builds concerto gauge just make him a monstrously strong unit that people tend to overlook because his damage per screenshot is only half that of Havoc Rover. Anyhow, him being my favorite unit to play as, naturally I invested quite a lot of resources into building him up. His echoes are all relatively good with at least one crit stat on them, and his fortes are almost fully maxed out, and I do have a level 80 5-star weapon on him. Since I can get 3 crests in pretty much any floor in Tower of Adversity as long as I have SPECTRO over on my team, I figured let's see if I can do the same solo, just using SPECTRO over. So I did try that, and my floor of choice was the Impermanence Heron. The two main reasons I picked this floor is because one, it's a boss chamber, and second, because it does give you a SPECTRO damage bonus. Solo character runs tend to be pretty rough in these games, since first of all, not having any sort of healing means you have a limited number of mistakes you can make during the fight, unless your character has some sort of self-healing of course, which SPECTRO Rover happens to have, and on top of that, not having access to the buffs and damage of the other two characters means going through the health bar of the boss in under 2 minutes is going to be quite a challenge. So just to see how much damage we are working with, and if soloing it would even be possible at this point, I gave it a few practice runs by bringing along Rover's adopted child, Verena. My first attempt got cut short by a hilarious glitch where hitting your ultimate during certain animations of certain boss enemies makes them either freeze up completely or move extremely slowly for a good 20 seconds. I managed to trigger this glitch exactly as the Heron flew up in the air, which meant the run was as good as over. After a good 5 or 6 more attempts, I managed to finally get a clear just in the nick of time. But this made me realize my Rover is not quite ready to go at it alone just yet. So I put his echoes on a 3-week powerlifting plan, and I gave them a bunch of steroids, and somehow that gave them more crit stats. Go figure. So with the new and improved Rover, and with enough knowledge from those practice runs, I figured it's time to give those solo attempts a few shots. The first attempt, I played somewhat poorly and got hit more often than I would have liked, and this rightfully cost me a lot of time, leading to a reset. The second attempt, while I played a lot better, I was still missing the damage for the last maybe 10% of his health, so I figured, let's try a different opening strategy. Until now, I would start the fight with Rover's resonance skill to apply the SPECTRO defense threat to the boss and also to get my crit rate buff, and only then I would use his ultimate. But this time, I swapped the order around. While I lose out a bit on initial damage, this strategy lets me get the energy regen from Rover's skill and echo casts, leading to faster rotations after my initial ultimate. As soon as I changed to this opening strategy, on the very first fight I was already, so to speak, in the lead at the 1 minute mark, having already done enough damage to clear more than half the Heron's health. I did however get unlucky by missing a few resonance skills after this, leading to me actually not having my ultimate up for the most crucial last few seconds of the fight. But I'll let you see for yourself how exactly it went down. Can Havoc Rover do this? I don't think so. Just ignore the fact that the Heron has a Havoc resistance and that the tower gives you like a SPECTRO damage buff. So yeah, honestly, SPECTRO is pretty damn strong, and if you enjoy his gameplay but you were on the fence about building him, then hopefully this video gives you an idea of how strong he really is if you invest enough into him and learn how to play him. So really, like, the whole message of the video is that you don't need to build only the meta units. As long as you invest enough into your favorite character, then you can most definitely make them work in this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, then do subscribe to the channel because it helps the channel grow and, get my videos out there to more people, and that way I can start making money from YouTube sooner, and then I can make more awesome videos for you guys. It's a win-win. But jokes aside, I really hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, then, there's more coming as always. So, I'm Dr. Misk. Until next time, peace.